Dude, I was gonna condense this video into a 1 minute rant, but then I remembered I'm not gonna save your time, I'm gonna save my time and not do that and just watch it.
I will give my personal customized review. Hold on. Okay, Jack, this is the very beginning. I felt the need to add my unique perspective on the Elon Musk drama around Path of Exile. Here's full video.
He played it.
Yeah, but it's like if a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces you to concentrate.
I have a recording in DMs with Elon Musk that might shed some light in the situation.
There's no way he played that account. Like, I'm sorry. I think he bought the account or somebody played it for him. 100%.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Just ran past Kazobs. He just ran past the Kazob.
Now, what I think is even funnier about this is that it obviously calls into question him playing Diablo 4.
Hold on.
D4 was so fucking easy. People couldn't even tell. They're like, yeah, is this like a random noob or is this the best player in the world? Like, I don't know. I mean...
In some strange turn of events in the weirdest timeline imaginable, a poor trailer park boy, that's me by the way, ended up playing Diablo 4 with the richest man alive, Elon Musk. As fate would have it, I made a terrible video about a terrible build, and it was an instant hit. I was a part of an elite squad who exclusively played Druid. Not just because we hated ourselves, but also because Rax showed us that if we worked hard enough, we could deal 17 damage someday. And one of those Chads was the man himself, Elon Keanu Reeves Musk. Okay, Google actually says that his middle name is Reeve, but they're both beyond reproach, so...
Slow down, Jack. Slow down, Jack. Just build into it.
Right?
Is this guy glazing?
I don't know how to break this to you guys, but Elon Musk is a
the only person
nerd.
that I glaze
yes,
is
I know it's hard to believe that a guy who builds
the goat.
rockets and jumps like this.
And the goat is massive, so
but I'll let you listen to our conversation.
people that are massive are better and are superior in to others in every single way. And
I think it's a big part. In
so glazing the goat is just good.
Rocket, but
right,
still
glazing the
massive.
goat is just good.
And also, if you jump like this, you're more likely to be a gamer. Guys, I'm the debunker. I have to be thorough about this. All good though.
35.
If you jump like this, you're probably a gamer.
Might be a sweaty gamer, but I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times with Quake. So I actually made money at the first paid tournament in the US.
Nice.
And we came second. We would have come first, except
dude, the one guy definitely didn't get paid
best guy on the team,
to say that.
Computer crash halfway through the game, so we came second in the end. But
guys, now we need Slasher, guys. To really debunk chat, we need Slasher. Slasher chat knows about everything about Quake. If somebody knows about the first ever tournament of Quake, it's fucking Slasher. So Slasher's gotta come out of the woodworks and debunk this, but it's all good though.
I put ridiculous amounts of time into Quake, and then my company was going bankrupt, so I had to stop playing.
Yeah, but he's gonna get banned.
I'll play games just to kind of.
Or he probably got paid to stay silent
if it's a hard
anyway.
game, I'm forced to concentrate.
Yeah.
And then it quiets the demons in my mind, killing the demons in the game.
Makes sense. Fair enough. Wait, that's it. Aslan behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. And then I think he posted a screenshot here, right? But I think it's deleted. I'll see it.
Yeah, but it's like...
But Elon...
Well, I didn't see it at night.
Sounds like me with Minecraft.
Yeah, that game sure has staying power.
Now, not only was this a year ago, but I was also a random on the internet. So
yeah,
I'm
but
putting my mind...
Guys, what does this prove though? Can I be honest, chat? Guys, no disrespect to anybody. What does this prove though? That he played with him and he DM'd him in Diablo 4? What does that have to do with Path of Exile?
Trying to push my build past pit 136. Spoiler alert, I don't. Meanwhile, Elon solo clears pit 140. I stop playing, go to China, play the PTR for Season 6, leave China, head back to South Korea, and a month later, Elon messages me about BattleNet lag. This mofo is still grinding Season 5. And what is he doing? He's still doing pits. At this point, he's up to pit 150, and he's trying to clear 151. For context, the highest pit clear for Druid in Season 5 was 154. The second highest was 152. And the third highest was 150. Finally, after nearly 2 months of grinding 10 plus hours a day, he concedes at pit 150. He even notes his degenerate behavior. He says, I put an embarrassing amount of time into it. From the few voice chats I had, play sessions, and DMing him back and forth.
Okay, interesting. But this is not about Diablo, it's about Path of Exile for sure. And then he says, yeah, and then there's this DM where it's like, I'm gonna see my editors might want to make a second account for it. Even sure we're Mr. Editors, these two guys, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Okay. That's like, I don't know why you got so mad about that. It doesn't make any sense. What, dude, I just feel like it's such a weird dig to have at somebody. It's a weird dig to have, like, oh, dude, you have bosses. Even if it was true, which is not, because it's his editors. What would that...
he probably thinks that it's like a journalistic editor. But he just doesn't get how YouTube works.
He thought he was friends with
Asmongold. With YouTube, you just get to post your shit.
He's not his own man.
And they only do quality control when it goes bad. After it goes bad. They don't check beforehand. They just do not. They have an AI check it. But that's mostly just to demonetize when you say the F word.
Okay.
But you can say nigger just fully. Right? You can't say the F word, but you can say the N word. That's so stupid, man.
Okay, this is still Diablo. Okay, one, this is Diablo.
Elon thinks Asmon's YouTube editors are like newspaper editors that have sane content.
Okay. No disrespect again. Guys, this is 5 men. This is Diablo.
Right, even with hard R, again, right? You can say it with hard R. You can say the R word. The hard R, you can say the hard R.
I cannot see it. Tell me when he's low.
Spam blink, spam potions, spam abilities. I feel there's not much there.
I still remember the clips, they're so good, man.
Are you really dodging any skill shot? Are you really like circumventing anything? I think you're just walking in a straight line.
Thanks for the content, XQCL.
Okay, great.
Alright. He says, I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube playing it live with the world's best players. No other way. But while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Well, that's just not
okay. That's true.
It's all good.
I mean, that part is he's right there.
Asmon isn't the best gamer.
But it doesn't make you good.
But I don't think that means anything, though. Anyway, man, he's getting community load like crazy. Rank 12 arms warrior in Emerald. I don't know what they
and
means.
Community notes are so cringe, dude. They should just remove that shit.
At one point, I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
If you get baited by misinformation,
video game player.
Yeah.
On board and
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just on you.
Innovator there.
Yeah, I played a lot.
Right? It's not like people can't
any game
just
where a lot of people are playing.
blatantly lie.
Okay.
Or just tell just bullshit everywhere in real life, right?
The rest, all they do is just copy.
Yeah, they can, man, and they do. It's just people don't do that as often because there's more risk to it.
Actually theory craft and crunch the numbers down. Nobody does that shit.
But there's no fact checkers in real life.
Period. As a human being,
you have to protect the people with some bullshit.
Are you the top 20 in the world? Or wow, in Diablo.
Who says that the fact checkers are not also bullshitting and telling misinformation? Who says it? Oh, it's the fact checkers. It's the fact checkers. Okay, so they are right. He's just right because they're fact checkers.
Unless he's paying people to do it for him, which obviously he's not.
Right.
So let's start off with some
I mean,
context.
it's just shit.
Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, trade league. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level.
Okay, what would he gain from lying about this? He's a trillionaire. Okay, you understand that like once you have a certain level
of
boost, like, when you have everything, right? A lot of like the things that you want.
Look, I'm gonna explain it to you. these brokies, these poor people, these plebeians, they don't understand, or all they think about every day is money. You go to work because you need money, right? For your family, you need money. To have a house, you need money. To have food, you need money. So your entire life revolves around money. All you think about is money all the time. It's all money. Right? Every part of your life is all about money. So money might as well just be everything. It's all about money. Right? Everything is about money. Once you get to a certain point, money doesn't matter anymore. Right? That's why you hear these actors in the interviews say, yeah, money doesn't really matter. It's because they're rich, and money doesn't matter to them because it doesn't matter to them because they have everything, right? They don't have to do anything for it; they just have it. So when you get to that point, it's not like it becomes easier. That's just not the case at all. And people they think that it does because they only know about their struggles and they only care about their struggles. They don't care about anyone else. They only care about themselves, right? So they can't look past themselves. They can't empathize with people. They don't put any effort to understand others. They don't put any effort into understanding broader problems in life. So they just say that it's easier, but they have struggles. They just have different struggles. And then when people when people go around with these struggles and try to solve them in poor ways, like this, by lying about yourself, yeah, then this happens. You look like a fucking moron because everybody else doesn't understand. Plus, everybody else knows you're lying, so they don't even know why you're lying. It's just you look like a moron. You look like an evil person, right? Because only evil people lie for no reason. That's how you go about it. Right? The only way to understand is to also have everything, but you don't, because you're a broke boy, you're a noob, you're a sheep, you're a Normandy.
It's been proven in the past.
And you're ugly, and you're untalented, and you have no family legacy, you have no tradition, you have no values, no morals, no nothing.
Even if he did 90% of the work, I don't think he did it.
That's why you're there.
Right?
That's why you're there.
It's a common thing where people will bridge the gap with like somebody else or some help if they're gonna hide or whatever, right? And bridge that gap. It happens a lot. It's a thing that people do. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Here's a good example of this. Everybody knows that Dream is actually very good at Minecraft. The guy's actually mechanically very good. He can do things with the crafting and jumping, whatever, that I can't do, that not a lot of people can do, right? But I still truly believe that he cheated in speedrunner. Because even though he's actually good, and if he spent 500 hours doing it, he would have probably gotten the record, right? He probably felt some sort of entitlement to having the record. He probably felt some type of way of like, I really want this, but I don't want to do all this time. So I think he cheated to bridge that gap between being able to do it and getting it.
I mean, I think this has been going around a lot. People don't cheat to get better. They cheat to cut down the time they need to spend to get their achievement. Right? You don't cheat to get a faster time. You cheat to get a good time faster. That's the thing, right? If you're the best in the world, if you want to get the Minecraft world record, you still need to spend hundreds of hours trying to get it. If you cheat your luck, it just cuts that time by 90%. Right? What's 100 versus 10 hours? That's such a massive difference. So yeah, that's why people cheat, not to get better at the game. They cheat to
Elon Musk,
get the record.
It's not that he never played the game. It's that he might have played a little bit.
In reality,
and he bridged that gap with maybe
if you want to be exceptional, the hard part isn't doing something that's really cool or really unique or really interesting or special, right? Unique or special. The hard part is the dedication. For example, something that people do understand, I think. A lot of people nowadays go to the gym. They go to work out. The hard part isn't to get a high score on your weight, to get a whole lot of weight, to lift a lot of weight. The hard part is to do it every day. The hard part isn't to get the proper form. That's pretty easy to do. The hard part is to do it every day.
They are the most try-hard
to
guys
eat
in the world.
And think about your calories, your calorie intakes, and your nutrition every day.
Close to 97.
Every day,
time you level up, it becomes exponential.
Take track of it, right? Every day.
Let me
go to the gym every day. You keep track of that as well every day.
The people on
the you get to a point where all you think about is doing this. This endeavor that might as well be pointless because you're just gambling on your ability, right?
If you're on
you don't know you know that you're exceptional. You don't know how exceptional you are. Because you compare yourself to the people around you. All the people around you are just plebeians, nobodies, right?
To play the fucking video game.
If you compare yourself to the world, you're nothing. You're just nothing, so you don't know. Right? It's a complete gamble. If you put out all your time, and that's why people cheat, because they want to take the gamble, but not invest all of their time into it. Right? They want to sacrifice everything. Once it gets to light, you look like a moron because you took the easy way out.
And Elon Musk just can't do it.
Actually harder to gain experience.
I'm not trying to be rude or anything.
Okay, so these players to get to 97,
it's not
playing
there are people
every day.
People have no respect
majority of their day.
for achievements that are easy.
Player, they're level 97, same as Elon Musk. So I mean, he effectively has been playing pretty much just doing nothing except playing Path of Exile. So let's just go over some of the things that happened. So right away we see Elon zone into his hideout.
It's like bragging
you do in-game content from.
About
and he opens up his
it's like bragging
and he goes
about
to
doing the dishes.
Elon's
it's about bragging about going to the shower.
Is a little bit of a red flag because
everybody goes to the shower. It's hard to go to the shower.
Third person, but okay, he does that. Elon Musk.
But you can brag about having good hygiene, but you cannot brag about going to the shower once. That's
and he never actually refers to them as maps. He calls them.
Play another round here.
But you can brag about your legacy. You cannot brag about your achievements
because tab Elon's map. So almost like someone who's a Path of Exile
people understand how
good is kind of making that tab and be like, Elon, there's a tab there called Elon's maps. Grab your map out there. I've rolled them all for you. They're nice and easy. He then proceeds to walk up to his map device and go to put a map in. The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon, he's trying to click.
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
Chat. People that have played the amount of time, okay, that it would get to those levels, okay. People that play this game, okay, and when you go to this screen, I'm telling you, they could probably do this, okay, with the screen upside down, okay, with blindfolded, cross-armed, like actually fucking like tied to a rope, like brother, like these people are fucking, they're like rats.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of
they've done this 1,000 times.
The highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is, and we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period. There is no way you would do that. Why just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after a while, and then he realizes his mistake. We then get a look at his inventory. So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map and with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map,
full bags,
valuable items. You're going to go in and you're going to take those items and you're going to basically look through the good ones, keep the good ones, list them up for sale, and then truck away the trash ones. It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them. So now Elon zones into the map.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle via meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating monsters with his character. But what becomes obviously apparent.
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like he's just running past Chaos Orb.
Chat, guys, I don't play this game a lot, okay? But I'm going to assume that players that play this fucking game a lot have this like their brain is currently broken from playing too much, and all the items in the game don't appear in their actual vision, and the Chaos Orbs are like the only it's like a fucking like shining fucking diamond that like jumps in their face, or whatever, right? I'm just saying, most items, like, they're like bricked, right?
Obviously apparent.
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Filter is like he's just running past Chaos Orbs. He just ran past the Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare. I have about 140.
I have this. This is my take that I just thought of, that when you understand something, right? Just for you, the people that don't like my takes, that think I'm wrong, and that claim to understand something when they don't. When you don't understand everything that you know, right? You think that when you hear something and you think, oh, right, that makes sense, and you understand. That's not how understanding works. Okay. When you understand something, you will feel it. You don't know it, you feel it, because knowledge and understanding are two different things. You can take someone else's understanding and get that into your knowledge. However, that doesn't mean that you understand it, because you don't know why that is. You have no intuition for why that is. You don't understand anything. You don't understand anything. All of the things you know, I bet you cannot properly explain. You probably know millions of things, small things, but you can probably properly explain maybe 10. That's how little you understand. You know nothing, and you pretend like you do, but you don't. You don't. That's why when I said that you don't understand rich people's struggles, that's because you're not rich. You never felt it. You never understood that, because you cannot understand by just hearing about it. Okay, you don't understand. Man, you don't understand. You don't. You just don't. Or you say, yeah, I understand, but that doesn't make it right. And that's how you think to yourself. I don't understand. I understand, but that doesn't make it right. Well, the reason you think that doesn't make it right is because you don't understand it. If you understood it, you would think these people also have struggles. They go through their shit. Right? They can be wrong sometimes. They can be right sometimes. You don't need to be jealous about people being rich. You need to work on yourself, because there's a reason you're poor, and that's all your fault. It's not the world's fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's your fault. You need to work on yourself. If you have a money problem, then fix your fucking money problem. There's many problems out there. If your money problem is the most pressing one, fix that shit so you can move on. But you don't. You never do. Right? All of you will never fix that problem because you're so incompetent. You cannot fix anything in your life. Right? It's all falling apart all the time, right? And that's why you're there, because you don't know how to fix anything. You pretend like you understand, but you don't understand anything. You think you have everything, but you have nothing, okay? That's what it is. You don't understand. You just don't understand.
Exalt. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs. Just so you guys
understand. People make mistakes. So it's bad for yeah, fuck them. They make mistakes. They're little cunts. They should have known better. All right. You also make mistakes, and don't pretend like you don't.
So what GGG have done?
Just because you don't understand a mistake doesn't mean that it's worse than yours.
Which gets rid of 90 to 95.
I love blazing Elon. He's a fucking idiot. Right, he makes a shit platform. His values, right? He doesn't stand for what he said. What he says. Twitter, he turned Twitter into a piece of dog shit. Even though it was before, he's still a piece of dog shit. He didn't fix anything. He could use his power to do so much good, but he just doesn't. He spends it on some. Right. He spends it on some
made this system called loop filters,
shit gamble that he got talked into of some new piece of slop technology that isn't going to be anything, isn't doing anything, and will never fix anything, and he spends a bunch of money on that because some salesman told him that it's good.
Elon Musk,
because he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't understand anything.
The only thing Elon does pick up maps, because the default in-game loot filter highlights those, and those things are worthless.
He uses his wealth for absolutely nothing. Nothing valuable at all. At all. What good thing has Elon done?
The game and is a complete expert.
Name one thing. He did space. Okay, what are we gonna do in space?
He's gonna be pretty damn good.
Is it something that other people couldn't have done with the money? Is it what is he doing with space? Really?
This cycle,
cars, no.
Items, pick up the correct ones, updating
what
your gear.
Does Tesla do? Sell overpriced bullshit cars that you can buy for cheaper on maybe like a Toyota or whatever,
like,
any other car
He's
brand
gonna
has
be
done.
pretty damn good at
You've
you've
done that cycle.
He gets to the boss,
brother.
he's fighting the boss, and I was there for about 10
PayPal, right?
seconds.
Scam
He
a
sits
bunch of
there,
people.
and he's out of mana. Mana is a resource
There's no
in this game
surprises.
where you need it.
Right, what a good, enlightened, genius young man or old man now. What a genius, brilliant old man that knows his place and knows the future and is investing in it, or is just yapping about investing in it, even though he has no idea. Right? He has no idea. He just got talked into investing by someone else that wanted to get some of his money. It's just so fucking stupid.
Nobody, not even people who are kind of new.
Guys, this is how I was looting it. Okay, when I first played the game for the first hour, and then I started doing better. Okay. Guys,
plays the game.
This is what I was doing when I
his
got
bags
the game.
are full, and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do this. I don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay. His settings on the map transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is not doing. Maps can effectively have different content on them, and that content will be signified by icons on the map. So it could be a map which has an expedition in it, a breach in it, or it could be corrupted. Elon starts looking through the atlas, and he finds a map with, I kid you not, 4 things on it.
4 things there. So this one has a real risk of dying.
4 things.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go against the commentary of these guys. Guys, his audience is probably like fucking ex-Normandies. Okay, ex-Normandies. Okay, if some grandpa on X is watching this, he's not gonna go, guys, this is a corrupt spectacle. Flying a rat modifier 6.4, guys. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's like 4 things.
What are those things?
God, 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
So
Dude, you are not this far in the game and calling it 4 things. Stop, bro. Dude, stop. Oh my god, I literally can't. He then goes on to say, oh, kid you.
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but this is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and end-game bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do on one of his streams, where he just went into the end-game boss and died repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. On one of his streams, where he just went into the end.
Chat. Guys, does the circle mean you have to go to the circles before it explodes?
Game boss and dive repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's doing some insanely hard thing, whenever he's literally doing something you do to effectively grind or farm. And if you thought this was bad, I did not even get to the worst part. In Path of Exile, gear has requirements to equip it, but that has nothing to do necessarily with how good it is. For example, one of the most powerful and best items in the game is a level 1 required to equip staff, which is maybe, I think, even the most meta build in the game right now. It's super, super broken, insane damage. And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
His weapon is, I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league. You cannot even buy it. Insane weapon.
These affixes are, I'd hate to say perfect, but they might be perfect.
Just the PvPS criteria on trade, we can see there's literally 1 staff in existence on the entire market. Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that the second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
The developers to
level 95.
That's
my staff is only level 62. my helmet is level 56.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay.
Chat, I feel like the basic human pattern recognition.
He didn't even pay people to play it for him. He just paid the devs.
You would see that
Man, that's
items trying to correspond to level or whatever. It's something that you don't even have to process.
He learned from the mistakes.
I would assume
only 56.
Like
Amulet level 61.
I
Ring
just
is already
paid
level
that.
48,
Like
49. At least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket with 6 things. Yeah, tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore, you can get much better equipment.
In order for him to have insane gear, he has to understand how the economy works. He has to be basically trading.
Anyone who's played Path of Exile to the end game in a trade league knows that you have to trade in order to obtain what looks like some of the best gear pieces in the entire game. If we look at some of these player accounts, we can see what they have for trade. You know, 700 plus items for sale, multiple divine items. You can see hundreds of divines worth of listed items. This is also someone from the top 10, rank number 4, Focus here, worth 50 divines alone. This is the number 1 guy. You can see he's hundreds of divines, again, worth of items, multiple mirrors, all these players. If we go to Elon's account, he's got only 21 items for sale, and they're all absolute garbage. It's clear he's really not making much money, or any money at all. So something I did notice last week, I did the same search because I was curious what he might have been selling, and I grabbed the screenshot which I shared to my Discord, and it's this really crappy crossbow for 18 divines. So why is it listed for 18 divines, and where did it go? Is it possible he vendored it? Yes. Why was it listed for 18 divines? I don't really know. I don't want to fuel any conspiracy theories, but I have been made aware that RMT, typically they use legitimate listings that are far overpriced, and that is how they mask the transaction.
Chat, what is RMT, chat? Yeah, explain, chat, what is RMT? Real money trading?
Is legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, you know, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any
chat, would this be the equivalent, chat, of somebody bartering a Tarkov like red card for like some meds or some shit like that? Okay. Understood. I understand it now.
Transaction is legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, you know, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps blasting.
Okay. So the guy that would be selling it to him for real money listed it for a bandage or whatever, and then they traded it, but they gave him money behind the scenes. That would be the RMT part.
While simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some.
Holy Chad, real and true.
While simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government, I don't know, some political bullshit. Okay, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
Oh no, he died. What the fuck?
Your check mark away. And so, I didn't do, like, when I went to bed, I had the check mark and I had the gaming thing. When I woke up, I had neither. Then I had the check mark. Then I had the check mark and the gaming thing. And now I only have the check mark. So just so we are all clear on what happened.
What's the gaming thing?
Go to bed, check mark, and gaming tag. Wake up, neither. Later, check mark. But no gaming tag.
He's a god gamer, but he's really a noob. I mean,
after that,
XQC does that every day.
Check mark and gaming tag. Now, check mark, no gaming tag. This is what's happened.
Free speech, classic.
Kind of crazy to do all
free
this,
speech
like,
with the paid check mark.
You guys, I can't
free
even get
speech,
myself
but you have check mark. How is it free? It's not free.
Like people that I'm actually mad at, I can't.
Part about it is free.
Block them. Like imagine going to the system and
yeah, I know
removing
free
check marks
refers
manually or whatever,
to
because of some like disagreement
free
where you're
done,
clearly wrong.
not as
I like to
in
be
money
open
free,
on
but
it.
isn't your
Kinda,
financial
scary
financial status, if you
Extreme
take
weather.
that into account with whether or not you will be
anyway,
heard,
I'm on hundreds of streams,
it's like
as many
your
of these as
financial
good video
status
games.
determines how loud you are. Isn't that
Message
kind
to
of
Elon Musk.
not free?
How about you stop proving yourself to these noobs and rats, and you play a real man's game like Marvel Rivals?
Because
how about you come show us your
you can be
Overwatch
free to
skills,
say anything, but then the other
and,
guy next to you can just say it
like
15,000 times
super
louder, so nobody can hear you
online
anyway.
God given in Marvel Rivals.
But that's not
Hashtag
really
ad.
free, is it?
No.
Isn't it? It's just not free.
My check mark is gone. Okay.
Because you get dumped all the way to the bottom because you're not either pay to win, like all of the OnlyFans bots, nor are you an industry plant, like the you know those videos you get in your recommended? That's industry plant. That's what you call an industry plant.
He's not happy about the probably not happy about the PoE video. You'll get over it. Listen. It was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up. Everybody was talking about this. Come on, man.
Guys, I feel like for those who play League, it's like if you boot up some League stream where he's like challenger, and then he's playing some game, and he says, yeah, so now I'm gonna build Infinity Thirster and Trinity Edge because they give a lot of magic resist and a lot of health pool. And then we're gonna go jungle with Vayne at level 1. Like, it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's just so far out.
Rogan.
Just like an actual
I
noob.
feel like, again, people hate him for the dumbest fucking reasons.
True.
It is the dumbest fucking reasons. Like, I think that Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, and there's like 2 or 3 other people that everybody is so, like, they're so mad about. And I really think that, like, it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe somebody's not the Messiah, but they're not the devil either.
Dude, okay, stop glazing. There is one guy who glazed though. How, XQC has been stopped gambling altogether, completely, for months now. It's been 2 months. Even more, okay? And I still see comments on the clips of people complaining about gambling. Buddy, it's been 2 months. You're 2 months late. 2 months late, man. How, dude? You just hate for nothing. You don't even... You didn't watch for a second and you hate. What a fucking moron, man. What a fucking retard.
Okay. Guys, if you don't agree with this chat, I mean, you're part of the problem. You're part of the people that are like radicalized and only hate blindly, always. I think it's okay to have a head on your shoulders sometimes and say, this hate is warranted. This hate is a little over the top. Okay? It's like
I never say that it's over the top.
Like some guy you don't like.
I just say that people hate because they're stupid. People don't actually hate. They just dogpile because it's trendy. Right? These people are sheep. I've said this in the past. Every broke person out there right now, all of them, they're all sheep. And if they weren't sheep, they wouldn't be broke. Right? They're all sheep. Check mark sheep. All sheep. They're all sheep. So they just dogpile on it. Of course. Because they don't actually care. And then they pretend like they know, and they pretend like they understand. They pretend like their takes are actually well thought out, but they're just not. They're just doing something trendy. Right? That's what happens. They do something trendy and then pretend like they're not doing something trendy just because everybody else is doing it. And they pretend like they know what's up and they know they are justified in their remarks when really, some people, you can dogpile, just admit that you're wrong, and then keep doing it.
Half of a hot dog in the garbage. Dude, this waste of space, human wasting food, disgusting. What a bitch ass. What a moron. What a sucker. It's like, okay, roll. Okay, yeah, the guy might be a fucker and all that, but I think that part of criticism is not. It's not. It's kind of over the top. No.
This as well, where he is on the side of pirate. I think that Asmongold's knowledge for World of Warcraft, I would probably side with him. If he's defending pirate here, I think I would over Soda. I think Asmon actually has more experience. But the only issue is I don't think they're farming mounts here while just reading chat. So because they're actually playing the game on this, I think I'd probably go with Soda Pop's commentary, I think, over Asmongold's. But
I remember watching Elon playing, and I was kind of sus about this too. I was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna think about this or be like super like, oh yeah, this is what.
Guys, I'm not gonna turn you guys into fucking like bullshit Stan Andes, okay? Stop saying I'm a bootlicker, okay? It's like when everybody says, this guy's a fucker, this guy's a fucker, and somebody says, this guy's a pedo, and everybody says, you know what? True, and there's like nothing that says anything about him. I think it's just fucking weird. I don't like it. It's a practice I can't get behind. I don't like it.
What's happening or not. But like whenever I saw him fighting Abattoir, no, Abattoir is fucking that is Diablo. Fighting the Arbiter of Ash, and then he stood in front of the beam and died. I was like, that's interesting. You know, maybe it's Starlink lag, but like it doesn't seem like that a whole lot. But yeah, Elon's a psycho. So many stories like this. Well, I think that we deserve. If he wants an apology, we deserve. If you really played the game, play through the campaign again. Play through the campaign again. Explain the systems in the game, and do it live. And you've got to have a face cam. You got to do it. You did it before. You did it before with Diablo. Diablo's not. It's not so hard, right? But stream it. Yep, you got to stream the whole thing. Yep, not on X. Yeah, and tell me ahead of time so I can react to it.
Dolly your reactor.
And they're like, wait a minute. Wait, was that like what? Maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe Asmongold wasn't pointing it. Based on the outcome of what's happening right now, maybe Asmongold didn't want to talk about it because he knew Elon would have a meltdown because he knew Elon's a little soy boy beta cuck bitch, bro. But now I'm starting to wonder, like, wait a minute.
Interesting. Anyway, I find it kind of crazy, chat, that it's the people that are like the right wing, do your own research, that will not do the research about this and just fucking glaze nonstop without even looking at anything. Let's keep it a buck.
True.
I said Elon hit me up and was asking if I'd want to post clips and videos on Twitter. Do y'all think it's a good idea? It would probably make separate account for it for monetization. He says that's cool, LOL. I know he asked XQC before too, but I hadn't seen any similar content creators get crazy numbers doing that. People are free to repost as much as they want. I feel the opportunity is there. We would have already started spamming clips and videos. On TikTok, there are already some repost clips that get a lot of views. Maybe you can tell people to do it in the next stream, and then we can see how it goes. Exactly. So this is the conversation we had. Yeah, this is there it is. Seems like you need their approval, no? Well, I would need their approval in a way, because I wouldn't want to sign them up for an activity that they didn't sign up for. So, like, if they're my editors and they'd be the ones uploading the clips, then of course I would want to make sure and check with them before I sign them up for an activity that I haven't, like, of course.
Interesting, yeah. That makes sense, yeah.
Why would this guy is like one of those dudes, like in leather, tied up, you know, like he's like a gimp, right? He's like
interesting.
Like he's a personification of like a gimp on Twitter, and all he does is eat Elon's ass, and Elon replies to him and agrees with him all the time, and it's like, bro, this is not a human.
Yeah, it's why I had this fucking dumbass like blocked, See, it says relevant people over here. Oh man, you cannot make this up, dude. This is just. If this was the other link, you would see he's there as blocked, and he still appears there somehow.
This is not a human being. This is like an ass-eating gimp suit wearing fucking bozo clown.
The guy's a clown as fuck.
He will literally say anything if whatever he thinks Elon will like is what he will type. That is it. Like, it's not even a person. He is a machine learning algorithm of how to, like, eat Elon Musk's ass the best. And you agree with this guy and reply, like, really?
I don't think this behavior is, like, beyond redemption.
I think...
like the cheating and PoE, it's bullshit,
like I said,
whatever.
with all the...
Like...
The things Elon Musk could do...
There's a way to, like, wiggle out of it and just...
He's just not very...
I can't believe
it looks like he just never thinks through.
Like this pirate guy.
He doesn't go beyond a baseline level of interest in anything to invest in, and he just invests in it because he's got the money anyway, and it might as well pay off, right? Or it probably pays off because he's famous, right? However, Twitter is a stain on the internet. It's a stain on free speech. It's a stain on civilization. It's a stain on the world, and he said he would change it, and he just made it worse, right? Because, yeah, the previous Twitter had a checkmark system, which is bad, and it had it just banned people with a blatant bias. Okay, it overall just banned people, which is bad, of course, but when it's biased, it's even worse. The thing is that bias changes with the culture, but when you take control of that and then make it your own bias, that doesn't change with the culture, because one person changes a lot less than the entire society. Okay, mark my words, Twitter's gonna blow up. Nobody's gonna use that shit anymore. Or it's gonna change for the better without Elon Musk. The only way that doesn't happen is if Elon himself makes a personal change himself and for the better and improves the platform. I doubt that's gonna happen. So either he's gonna get kicked the shit out of the piece of shit, or it's just gonna blow up.